Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Superhero League of Hoboken. Well, last time we prevented a bunch of cultists from triggering another 3 Mile Island and cleaned out the Middleton-Harrisburg area. Off camera, I wound up buying all of the armor in the marketplace here, shifted it around the inventory of the party, and rusted everybody up. As you can see, everybody is just peachy. Defense isn't the best, but everybody in the back row has a good ranged weapon, so that makes up for it a bit. So to start off, we're going to take the silver train. Back to where we were and go upstairs twice into Philadelphia. We're going to get out of the sewer. And now you can see why I went through the effort of trying to clear all this up before. Go back to this train station. Take the orange train back to Atlantic City, head on upstairs. And I believe the excavation site... Let's see, that was this way, if memory serves. No, wait. Got my notes mixed up. Well, look where we messed this up. I wrote 11-4, and I thought it was 4-11. Oh, there's some hullabaloo going on in an excavation site by the side of the street. Investigate? Yes. With great fanfare, a rather obnoxious fellow announced the opening of Geraldo Rivera's private vaults, which are sure to contain incredible relics from the past. He inserts a crowbar and cracks open the door. A puff of stale air jets out, rank with the industrial byproducts of the 20th century atmosphere. The obnoxious fellow squeezes inside. The crowd surges forward in anticipation, but the man appears looking dejected, having found only a pile of newspapers and a candy dispenser. The crowd grumbles, disperses, leaving the two items behind. You shrug and add them to the party's inventory. We couldn't even be bothered with a still picture for this. But okay, we have that stuff. So, okay. Back to the train station. Alright, so we'll head back down to the red train. Take ourselves back to Newark. Oh, we have not cleared out Scranton yet. So let's take the time to do that. What the heck, we'll buy a beef burger for 58 bucks. Alright, so Scranton Marketplace, you see a newspaper box here. A pilgrim opens the newspaper box, takes the newspaper, and walks away reading it. It's a small candy dispenser in the shape of a duck wearing a blue sailor suit. A number of pilgrims each obtain a paper from the dispenser. It's a stack of 50 or 100 newspapers featuring garish headlines and lurid cover photos. If you can stand it, it might be interesting to read through. A number of pilgrims each obtain a paper from the dispenser. A creaking delivery truck rumbles up to the newspaper box, and the driver drops off a bundle of newspapers. into the wire bin. Belching oily smoke, the truck rumbles away. A minute later, a kid saunters up to the dispenser. Can't fill this baby fast enough with all these pilgrims in town trying to find the temple. He produces a key to unlock the dispenser, shoves the papers from the basket into the dispenser, relocks it, and saunters away. You put the pile of inquirers into the basket. Time passes. Number of pilgrims each obtain a paper from the dispenser. A creaking delivery truck rumbles up to the newspaper box, and the driver sees that there's already a bunch of papers in the basket, shrugs, and drives off. A minute later, a kid saunters up to the dispenser, unlocks it, shoves the papers from the basket into the dispenser, relocks it, and saunters away. As the pilgrims begin packing up by the cartload, buying every provision in sight, the last pilgrim out of town drops one of his provisions, a bowl of mushroom soup. You chase after him to return, but he is gone. All members of the party gain 3,600 experience point, and we have some mushroom soup. And we'll give the burger to Shredder Man for a change. So hey, another mission down, I think. But hey, as long as we're here. Let's see, we got a shaman. A hostel, but nothing that we can just grab out of the lost and found here. Nothing wrong with the furniture that a few dozen rolls of duct tape couldn't take care of. It's a little bell for summoning the help. Either that or a tiny little flying saucer is landed here in the hostelry. Even if the latter turns out to be the case, there's no need for concern. They're probably too small to be dangerous. Unless, of course, they have some kind of super death ray, but we digress. A fine example of the many uses of fake wood paneling. It's a map of the area, or at least a map of what the area looked like about 70 or 80 years ago.
Ah, a part.
And yeah, I think we sold this off here at some point, but that is not what we need for armor, which is fortunate because we're down to 55 bucks. But hey, we finished exploring Scranton. And we're now in Buffalo. Which I don't think we will need, now we know where that is, but we don't want to go here just yet.
Hey.
Home again, home again.
Congratulations on the successful completion of missions Lava and Deep Dark Savage Tan.
Alright, so that means that our only mission left is investigating the reports of alligators in the sewer before we go deal with Doctor Entropy. So even though I'm relatively sure we may have already done this one, but there's probably going to be whole new mobs to deal with.
Yo! Philip! I found the top of a stair.
Okay. An encampment of one nasty. Okay, I'm guessing that it's going to be all of the spaces that dead end. I see you have insufficient funds. Look, you're a sewer dwelling mutant. You can't be picky about what you're charging. Alright, 5 of them now. As the party recovers from the ordeal of combat, Mademoiselle Pepperoni is a small alligator dropping. Since you never know when something might be useful, especially in a wacky game like this, you add it to the party's inventory.
Congratulations on the success.
Alright, so that should have all of our missions complete. Alright, now if memory serves, it said that Doctor Entropy was...
The despicable but dauntless Doctor Entropy slipped out of the highest security cell.
Is it the Statue of Liberty? Hey! The Statue of Liberty rises above the turgid waters, stained and weathered and rusting through, but still as inspiring as ever. Do you want to enter this partially submerged pedestal? Yes. Alright, you're at the 4th floor landing within the statue's pedestal. The stairs descend into the chilly waters, barring any descent. However, nothing blocked the stairs leading further upward. The remnant of a plaque has been deposited on the landing, perhaps by surging waters, perhaps by vandals. To the northeast is the window you crawl through to enter the pedestal. You see an android's owner manual here. A piece of plaque has been deposited on the landing. You can barely make out some writing that's been inscribed on the plaque. Okay? Give me your tire. Alright, let's read the Android manual. Congratulations on selecting a model ND9000 Android, the most advanced, loyal, and obedient synthetic servant on the market, care and feeding. Your model ND9000 Android is equipped with a mini fusion reactor which can convert a wide variety of organics into energy. Please supply your unit with at least 8 ounces of a carbonated alcoholic beverage, as this will help the model help to clean the delicate moving parts of your model ND Android. Well, I think we know what that bud's going to be used for. There are just a few combinations of ingredients to avoid. Never simultaneously feed your unit gelatin, birdseed, and liquid dish soap, as this can severely degrade its depth perception. Do not feed your unit a combination of cranberry juice, cod oil, and battery acid, as this can interfere with the 8900's internal hydraulic pressures. Finally, do not serve your unit a combination of fungi, radioactive material, and reptile feces, as this can induce a condition which is somewhat analogous to the mating cycle in animals. Fungi, radioactive material, and reptile feces. And here I got mushroom soup. It's just the tiniest bit of poop, no larger than a marble. It's a fin puree.
The boss says to keep everybody out! Everybody!
Hey, looks like a Cylon mixed with Boba Fett. Before you can even set foot on the first step, a huge and terrifying android appears. Actually, he's not all that terrifying, he's not all that huge, but he's certainly huge enough to decide who goes up and who doesn't. Maybe he'll let the party pass. The boss says give her out everybody. Well, that answer is that. Well, let's talk to him. Andy Android. Seen a guy around here who looks like a beat-up old Jack-in-the-Box?
Man, sure is a hot one. Boy, am I ever parched!
That's a subtle clue. What do you say you let us up the stairs?
Man, sure...
Hey, nice gleaming metal body. Ever worry about rust?
Man, sure is a hot one. Boy, am I ever parched! Man...
Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. Looks like I did get an answer. You've got in trouble one-track mind, don't you?
Man...
Alright, let's open the can of Bud. Give Bud to Andy the Android. For some inexplicable reason, you restrain yourself. Yeah, because it's not that simple. You stick the narrow end of the cone through the opening in the top of the can. Why? Well, we gotta do a little bit of mixing. You drop the enriched uranium pellet through the pop top into the bud. You hear a slight fizzing sound as it dissolves. The cone funnels the soup into the can. You drop the alligator dropping through the pop top into the bud. You hear a slight fizzing sound as it dissolves. Alright, now give the bud to Andy the android. Removing the cone first. Alright, what a pal! The android grabs the beer and sucks it down. Wiping his lips, he says, "Yeah, that really hit the..." Suddenly, the android begins howling, running around in circles, and hitting himself in the head with his foot. He then spots a passing automated water taxi, whistles wolfishly, and takes off after it. A minute later in the distance, you hear the shriek of tearing metal and the sharp crack of an electric arc. But hey, now we can go upstairs, I think. Liberty's Crown. There's barely room for the entire party to stand on this tiny platform with its view across the swollen waters of the harbor. Holes gape in the copper cladding of Liberty's head and shoulders, providing nesting places for countless birds. A narrow stair winds downward. You see Doctor Entropy here. Dr. Entropy apologizes for not having a puzzle ready for you, and seeing the hopelessness of his situation, hurls himself off the statue to his death. All members of the party gain 3,600 experience points. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. But hey, we got a short walk home.
Congratulations on the successful completion of mission Cold Water Faucet. This communication just in from the Commissioner. The SLH is hereby promoted to a Level 7 League. All members are awarded 12,250 experience points. A grant of 1,750 kilo-dollars accompanies this promotion.
Hooray! $657,000 minutes later.
Are we in the right place?
Is this the Superhero League of Hoboken?
We're here to join up.
Become members!
We used to be members of the Superhero League of Buffalo.
Until the headquarters was flattened.
By a stampede.
Of buffalo!
Can't imagine where they came from.
Don't usually see buffalo around Buffalo.
Nope.
I'm Zaniac!
And I'm Toastbuster.
We're twins!
It's the truth.
Hard to believe it, we know.
Don't look a thing alike. That's what everyone always says.
But it's the truth!
Yup. They wouldn't have lied to us.
No siree, not in the John Lovitz room of the Ollie North Pediatric Wing of the Richard Nixon Memorial Orphanage.
We'll hang out in the lunchroom till our number is called.
Woohoo! Great to be on board!
Yup.
Alright, so we have two new
A
members.
new set of missions is available. Please go to the briefing room.
Now let's check the chatterbox out first. Dog bites man. An Irish setter believed to be rabid bit a man in the Oyster Bay area. Oyster Bay is believed to be a euphemism for Weehawken. Postal rate increase. A warlord from Poughkeepsie State has declared himself to be Postmaster General and has announced an 800% increase in postage rates. There is little immediate impact from the increase since their national postal system has been operating for 110, maybe 115 years now. Truck accident in Scranton's waterfront district. Any superheroes in the vicinity are urged to lend a hand. Okay, head back to Scranton.
You have only one pending mission, but it is your most important one ever. Dr. Entropy has apparently survived his plunge from the Statue of Liberty and has established a base at the top of the Empire State Building. The details of his plans are unknown except for one. If he succeeds, it will mean an end to life on Earth as we know it.
A sure sign that you're approaching the end of the game, eh? Well, let's check out our new party members. Toastbuster, who has the power to vanquish baked goods. He's got a smart bomb launcher, asbestos apron, and smart gloves. Let's see, Toastbuster is one of the tallest and most muscular superheroes you've ever seen. He acquired his superpower when he received a powerful electric shock while trying to repair an old toaster. To this day, he exudes a faint odor of burnt toast. "Bakery products are no match for me," he is always fond of saying. His costume is a light brown top with dark brown tights and a cape. His logo is a popover with a red circle around it and a red line around it. He also bears a vague resemblance to Powdered Toast Man, but that's surely a coincidence. Zaniac, sharpened toothpick, reflective visor, deflector unders. Let's see, has the power to refold road maps, see inside pizza boxes, eat spicy food without distress, clean almost any mess 1%. Primary superpower, power to confuse. Zaniac is one of the shortest and scrawniest superheroes you've ever seen. He claims that he discovered his superpower, the power to confuse, after part of his brain was replaced with cybernetic linkages during a childhood operation. This power can have a devastating effect on opponents in combat, especially those of a high IQ. His costume is a rainbow of garish colors, emblazoned across the chest is a jester-like mask, cross-eyed and grinning idiotically. Well... I do want to get them both here just so we can talk to them. Who's least likely to be useful in a fight? Well, we're probably not going to need to open any more pizza boxes. So, sorry, Mademoiselle Pepperoni.
Hey, what do you say?
Hey, nice hat.
Am I wearing a hat? No wonder my brow is so sweaty.
I was putting my tights on first, then my cape. How about you?
Work? Are we at work? I thought this was just some really big amusement park.
Okay, that's got a little confused.
Work? Are we at work? I
trouble-
thought this was just some really big amusement
I'm
park.
having trouble remembering to put my pants on after I put on my undies.
I don't see any road maps around here, Tape.
Okay, that's a glitch.
Well,
You're one of the strongest superheroes I've ever seen.
I've never used steroids. How dare you infer that I have?
I've got some baked goods to vanquish if you're up to it.
No baked goods around. Well, I've never used.
Don't worry about going stale.
You don't worry about going stale when you're as fresh. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to step outside. Fix the party up a bit. And next time, I think we'll be ready to tackle the end of the game. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you're so inclined. And we'll continue the adventure from here next time. Take care until then.